But I'm gonna call it the Gangler.
To see this Lantern Control deck in play. Because
you guys are good.
He got a really good tool recently. And
Urza Saga is huge.
Yeah, and I feel like this is possibly one of the better decks, potentially, for that card.
Oh, yeah, I would think so. Absolutely.
Now, this is all hypothetical.
Right. Purely hypothetical. Yeah, I definitely think the new set is not as across the board playable as Midnight Hunt. Not at all. There's way more flavor.
Honestly, I'm fine with it. I'm tired of them printing a set and everything in that set just being what you have to play in Modern. Like,
for sure.
Whatever happened, you get like 1 or 2 cards.
Yeah, well, that should be the pace. I agree. That should be the pace.
And it's questionable. You know, people are playing them the first couple weeks, but it's questionable about whether or not they should.
That is exactly the thing to do with the Lantern Control. Yeah, we are excited to see this deck. Me and Dustin have both piloted this deck, are both big fans of this deck.
Oh, the monkey's going to be so good.
Oh, yeah.
The monkey's going to
Turn 1 monkey is going to be pretty gross against this deck. Maybe that's what single-handedly makes the deck not that good.
I hope he's got a Pyrite Spellbomb in hand. It's going to be disgusting.
Yeah, this will be pretty fucked up.
Oh, God.
Well, at least he'll go get it. You know, I mean, that's good.
He's got all 5 colors now.
So here is... Oh, Prismatic Ending. Nice.
All right.
Yeah, because you can just do that. That's the beautiful thing about artifact decks is they are actually 5-color decks. If you build the mana base right, you are playing a 5-color deck. Yeah, dude, that looks so good. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I've been so curious to see how this plays out.
Inquisition off the top, or on the top, not off the top. And then, yep, he drew step, float of mana. Okay, that's the mana. So, I'm assuming...
I mean, there's just so many things you can get here. I assume you get like a Codex
insane.
Shredder?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Lantern with with Urza Saga. That definitely is like the best. That's the best fit. That's the best fit.
Because they don't really need lands.
No,
I mean,
they don't.
Need a ton.
They don't. It gets a million things in their deck. Yeah. And giving them the backup constructs is actually a huge deal for them.
Oh, yeah.
They actually can need it. And there's a bridge.
But I also think that they don't need them.
No, they don't need them.
They don't need them for the deck to be functional.
No, hell no.
This is their plan right here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, they don't need the constructs at all, but, man, damn.
And, this is Jacob saying, I don't have K commands.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to play with all the racks. You know, you play with like a rack.
Well, in that deck too, the construct tokens make a lot of sense as well because you don't. With that deck, you don't rely on ensnaring bridge. This deck relies on ensnaring bridge.
And the other thing I liked about the rack, I've said it ever since I first saw this card, and the rack deck that I watched was doing it. Why don't they play Expedition Map as a one-of?
Yeah.
And the rack deck did, and it's like, oh, Expedition. I get Expedition Map, and what do you do with it? I go get another Saga. Let's keep this train rolling.
For sure. Thoughtseize. All right. So I'm taking the Prismatic probably.
It depends on the hand.
Depends on the hand, but he's going with Prismatic.
I don't think you care about the Grafdigger's Cage so much.
No.
He's not. That's actually not a very good card, is it, in this matchup?
What?
Grafdigger's Cage?
I don't think so.
I mean,
we haven't seen it because all we know.
Jacob's delving is great.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not using it.
Yeah. Oh,
maybe I'm missing.
Now he's
going
to feel bad to not stick that EE on turn 1.
This is rough because I think he needs to take the engineered explosives.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, it's just a no-brainer.
You just have to.
He's got protection already against. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
I mean, he's got 1 protection with Welding Jar, but that's not nearly enough.
Yeah. That's why I think you say, hey, you can have the Prismari command. I've got protection from whatever you want to target.
Yeah, exactly. No,
you're setting yourself up for a
EE is definitely the take. So Fetch Shock.
But we also can't see hands. So
yeah, exactly. That makes a big difference. And god damn it, it will be corrected. Ah, man. Next week is going to be glorious when things are finally set up.
You just got to woo-saw your way through this, man.
I know.
Like,
It's so
think
frustrating.
good thoughts. And,
so frustrating. I've just got to think about how perfect the stream will be. And by next week after, everything will be exactly as it should be. And then we will just have Zen streaming all the time. And there's a Shadow. There's a 3-3. That's a good start. Turn 2 Shadow. That's, yeah. It's pretty on point. Keeping up that stubby D.
Okay. I actually like just thought seizing here.
I probably would have to,
because
since
the stubby D is
not.
Yeah, it doesn't just counter anything. So yeah, it's just bye-bye.
And now it's, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. If it's not turned on, I think you need to use the thought seize. This could have been avoided. You could have taken the Inquisition.
I agree. Yeah, he should have thought seize.
Now
he's taking the thought seize. Don't walk into it, Mike. Don't walk into it.
That just makes the Death Shadow so bad now. Like,
it does.
He doesn't have any way to
kind
lose
of.
life. He needs a fetch land. He obviously doesn't have one.
I wonder what he has.
Oh man.
Okay, let's see. He's got. Get that EE down. No, get the EE down.
On what?
Okay.
On
1.
Well, he's got Death Shadows in place, so that's no good.
That's dirt. Yeah.
He might be saving up for an EE on 3 to deal with a bridge.
That could be too. Yeah. Actually, that tracks really well.
But unfortunately, that jar is going to have something to say about it.
Yep. I would have. You know what?
That's a wasted card.
That is a wasted card. So
he gets an EE back. All right.
Yep, that's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, he still needs a way to deal with the welding jar.
Yeah. Well, that's bad.
Well, he can actually EE on 1.
Well, I would think he'd probably EE on 0, maybe.
Oh, to get rid of
the
I
other.
I don't think that Jacob's EE is doing anything.
I mean, it's not doing anything. But yeah, this is super weird.
And honestly, you let him draw a shock land here, and you're just dead.
Yeah.
You couldn't. I mean, granted,
I think
you can't let him draw the shock land.
Yeah.
You have to. You should have milled away that top card.
Yeah.
And when he saw that it was Blood Crypt, he needed to crack his lantern because he was just dead.
Yeah.
It does drive you into second color, right? It is.
Yeah, but that's fine because the Lord drove you into a second color because
it did.
From Midnight Hunt, it definitely did. So and I've argued that that's the best color for them.
And I think the one time I tried that deck, I played it with a white splash because you had the white. Yeah, the white guy in there.
I think I will be building a Mardu Vampires just to check it out because that's already like my identity as a player.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's that Olivia that coming down will be pretty fucking gross. All right, so looks like Bolt. Was
that a Murktide?
No, that's a black-red card. Oh no, that's a dragon. That's the land destruction dragon.
I don't think that dragon looks overly good in this matchup.
It potentially could, but this hand isn't. This isn't the hand, and you couldn't know what kind of hand you'd be playing it against. So maybe it's not the best thing.
I'd probably just take the Inquisition, depending on my hand. Maybe the Death Shadow is the play.
Yeah, it depends on the hand. I don't know. I think the Inquisition is probably the better card.
My odds are on Inquisition, and he's going to take the dragon. Okay. That must mean he's got a landlight hand, and he's worried about protecting a colorless thingy.
So you're going to fetch shock, Inquisition.
Mike, of course, knew this was coming.
Man, we might see a bolt to Jacob's face to grow his Death Shadow. We might see one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always in play.
Because there's no other targets for it, so. Get rid of the Soul Guide. That was the best. I guess he's running Snapcasters, but he hasn't been actually like using his graveyard.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth a card. You know,
Yeah.
like
No, the hate I don't think is worth much. There's a Lantern, Bolt.
Yeah, it's
Lantern.
card that doesn't have a lot of text.
Double Lantern is not where you want to be. That Shock. Gonna put him down to 14. Maybe he'll bolt himself to get the Shadow down.
Seems like a plan to me.
I mean, that's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
Especially with having 2 bolts, for sure. Just say fuck it.
I would probably if things are still looking good.
That's what he's doing. Bolting himself.
Bolt play,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, he bolted himself this turn. He's got a 2/2 Shadow. I wonder if I mentioned to him dress down.
Well, really, the double bolt plan works better if you've got 2 shadows. If
It does. It does.
Just,
There's a dragon.
It's not as good.
And that dragon's not looking good right now. I think he assumed more colorless lands because of artifacts than are actually there.
He is able to shock himself this turn. So double bolt would make it a 2-turn clock. Does he still? No, he only has 1 bolt now.
Yeah, because he bolted himself down once. He's going to make a construct. Now the bolt's probably going to... Oh, you're going to let him block? Interesting. Going to hold the bolt.
Yeah, that dragon doesn't even kill anything on this board.
No, because he can't cast it. It's only reduced by 1, so it's a 4-drop.
It is. Is it destroy any land?
It's destroy a non-basic land, but it's reduced for the
things that can tap for colorless,
yes,
which is nothing right now, right? I mean,
1. It's 1, but that's going away.
I thought that that tap for colors.
There's a Saga? No, it's colorless. Hell no. So. Jesus Christ, that thing tap for colors? That'd be fucking crazy.
I mean, it would.
It's already fucking crazy. I mean, sure. You have to restrict the fucking stupid thing somehow. Bolt. Zap. And that's going to go get... I don't know what's going to get that's any kind of relevant right now. I really can't think of what he would get that's any kind of matters at all.
I might just get a Mishra's Bauble, honestly.
Yeah. Well, he needs a Codex Shredder to start controlling the top.
Okay.
That's
good.
I mean, I think it's past the point.
He doesn't need a Codex Shredder because he can't afford that second shadow to come into play.
Yeah. No, he needs to get that off the top of the library. He needs to start controlling the top. Yeah, he was thinking about, he was looking at the spell bomb. No, Mike. The graveyard's not that important. Stay on point, stay on plan, do what the deck does. This is what you need. And that could be one, so I'm going to have to ask him afterwards how many of the mill effects he's running. Because I feel like maybe he might be running less because of the Urza Saga.
Very possible.
And that's not the plan, because you need to see them all the time.
Yeah.
You absolutely need to see them. Okay, get rid of that Shadow. Don't let him draw it.
I feel like you have to run the full playset of the Codex Shredders. And I have to feel like he is.
Oh, you're going to get rid of that too, buddy. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of that.
Get rid of the, okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's exactly what you want. The Inventor's Fair is good. I like that.
Nice little shortcut there.
Yeah. No, I definitely... See, I like the Pixis also. I like the Pixis Pandemonium.
Yeah. I always just thought it was kind of like a one-of that you could run as an extra.
Well, see, that's what I like. That's what I like in this build is the Pixis, because you can search for it.
Yeah.
So when you need it, you can get it. So now in this new build with Urza Saga, you could have just the Codex Shredder and Ghoul Caller's Bell if you need it, and then have one of the Pixis and get it right when you need it, not when you don't need it. You know, because there are times where the exile is huge.
Yeah.
You know, because there's shit you don't want to go to your opponent's graveyard.
That's fair. I could also see it as a sideboard card for those.
Could be.
For those,
Sure.
Because it'd be an easy inclusion as a one-of.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know if your sideboard... Dude, Modern's so crazy that it's really hard to find room for shit.
It is.
You know?
It is and it isn't. I mean...
Yep. All right.